Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Successful Women's TV show. My name is Galit Ventura Rosen. I am co-founder of Everyday Woman. My favorite thing to do in the whole world is to spotlight women all over the world that are doing amazing things to help others, especially women. I'm so excited today to have with me DIjana. Welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me here, Galit.
I'm
Greetings from
excited to talk about your topic today and really share how those that are watching and listening can expand their businesses in the US and internationally. I'd love to share a little bit about you and then we'll jump right in. You ready?
Exciting, yes. Let's
All
go.
right, let's go. DIjana, I love it. CEO of DM Global Consulting. She is in Las Vegas. She's just down the street from me, and we actually are also friends and get an opportunity to see each other, which isn't always common with those that I interview. So it's always fun to share that. She's president of Strategic European American League and with the U.S. Department of Commerce on West Rural Expert Center Director. She oversees rural areas in Hawaii, Southern California, Nevada, Arizona, and additionally supports Southern Nevada exporters in 14 industries. She has leveraged over 2 decades of global experience across public and private sectors in the U.S., Slovenia, Serbia, and the United Arab Emirates, working with the World Bank, European Commission, World Customs Organization, and International Monetary Fund. She has served on so many boards. I'm not even going to start because you are on so many boards locally as well as internationally. But the most important thing that I love about you, aside from the worldly experience that you have to help people globally, is that you are a dedicated mother and wife, an amazing friend, and you love, love, love to give back. So let's go ahead and jump in. DIjana, take us away. Sometimes when people start thinking about really expanding their business globally or in the US, the first thing that pops up for people is, how can I do that? So I'd love for you to start sharing with us how we can.
No, thank you, really, Galit. And first of all, thank you so much for being my friend, and I'm so honored to call you my friend. And what you do here in the community and globally is also super, super impressive. So last time we spoke during the Vegas Meet Slovenia podcast, and I was super, super impressed with all of your achievements and your plans and how you work. So when we were talking about your Everyday Woman TV show, I was very, very eager to learn more. So yeah, I'm so privileged to be here. Thank you so much once again for having me. And greetings from Las Vegas, Silver State, Nevada. I moved here in 2018 with my family, my husband and 2 kids from Slovenia, but originally I was born and raised in Serbia. So in my background, you will see Belgrade, the capital of Serbia. I also lived in Dubai a long time ago, and I graduated Japanese language. So I also had the pleasure to do some scholarships over there in Japan. So across my career in public sector with the Serbian government, Customs Administration, Ministry of Finance in Belgrade, or then in Slovenia, overseeing revenue administrations and fiscal sectors with ministries of finance, while my husband was in a corporate environment in Slovenia. One day we came back home from touring a house we were about to purchase over there in Ljubljana, and my husband said, "Hey, you're selected at the U.S. Green Card Diversity Program lottery. Let's move to the United States." And at that point we had 2 small kids, and great careers and lifestyles over there. So with family being so close by in Europe or in the Middle East. So I said, yeah, let's go. Let's take this adventure. Let's see how it's all gonna roll out. And we decided to move to Las Vegas because we had just a few friends here who were in the private sector, and they were entrepreneurs. So my husband also always strived to be and pursue that entrepreneurial journey. However, he thought that the United States would be the perfect location and platform for him. And I came to Vegas not knowing anyone except for like a couple of people who were in transportation and logistics, which was not my industry back then. And I looked for something more internationally, and I found out at one event that Governor's Office of Economic Development is hiring people on their international team, and I just found those people and sent my resume and got my first job here with the state government.
Amazing. Amazing. So
Yeah.
walk us through a little bit. Where would you start as a consultant in this area of expertise that you obviously have so many years experience? If somebody came to you and said, you know what, DIjana, I'm ready to take it to the next level, but it terrifies me. What do I do? What is next for me?
American market is huge, like in every state and every locality, like a local government, county to the city is different from another. So people usually see that there is a huge opportunity in doing business in the United States. On the other hand, as you say, as you're saying, Galit, people are scared, like where to start, how to open the company, which one to go with. I'm a foreign entity, whether I should, whom should I consult, the right accountant, CPA, too many regulations, compliance issues, and then reporting taxes and banking and everything in between related to the immigration status and how to resolve that, whether to move with the family, whether just to have like 2 offices in Europe, Asia, and the United States. So absolutely, I love like bridging those gaps and helping clients across the globe, especially when it comes to those transatlantic relations. And I've been doing that through Nevada Governor's Office of Economic Development in my former role, and then when I left the government and established my own company here. And then also now federal government also has their own resources, how they can assist even startups, micro businesses, like from different countries, to also bringing large investors to the United States. So the U.S. Department of Commerce has that program, which is called Select USA. And every May, there is a big investment summit happening in DC where startups can pitch their ideas and get connected with investors, with different local startup ecosystems. All the states and localities in the United States are there to promote their regions. So you can learn a lot about Nevada and California. People usually think, oh, I want to go to Silicon Valley, oh, I want to go to Texas, Florida. And actually our state offers plenty opportunities and favorable business climate and awesome tax environment. As per the Tax Foundation, Nevada is usually number 5 or 7, where it's very easy to open a company and handle the business, even though you are originally from different entities. And then once you settle here, then the emerging opportunities like are opened up for you. If you're having like R&D here, 51%, or you want to also manufacture products, then also U.S. federal government can assist you with those resources. And U.S. International Trade Administration has offices across major U.S. cities, and then also in the U.S. embassies and consulates abroad, where you can then, as an U.S. entity, can find your partners abroad.
So it sounds to me like a lot of what you're saying for somebody, the average business owner that isn't very big, maybe just started or is thinking of starting, listening to all that information can become very overwhelming. I know that your expertise, excuse me, my throat is a little dry today, your expertise is really guiding people through this process, isn't it?
Absolutely, Galit. Yeah, continuous management, professional support. When it comes, oh, I'm coming to this trade show in Vegas, or I'm going to this trade show in Dubai. What can I do? How can I position my company over there? How can I meet people? How can I network? What can I do? And then, in case I really do not have the answer or cannot assist you at the point of time, I have a huge network of people. If you need anything marketing related, if you would like to be part of the US Pavilion, if you need setting up additional meetings. So that's usually if you need access to different and guidance and advice. Oh, I would like to change my bank here or there. So all my clients are really vary from different industries, different needs, different stage. Many European startups are looking for the investment in the United States, and they would like then that kind of guidance. What shall I do? What my next step is? And that's what I like, really, that customized one-on-one approach. Everybody's different. So I love working with international companies. And of course, I love working with the US business people and help them navigate local or international marketplace.
So let's say there's a person that's listening or watching that just started their business maybe 1 to 3 years ago. What would you say would make them ready in a sense? Let's just kind of use that loosely. What would make them ready to work with somebody like you or to be ready to expand their business? Is there anything that they should be looking at and saying, okay, that means I'm ready?
Yeah. Are they, just one question, are they in the US or internationally?
Let's talk about US because most of the
US.
people that are watching and listening are in the United States. Yeah.
Yeah. So already you're growing as a business, whether you're trying to tap into any US government grants and contracts, whether you're working here with your local clients in the United States. And then let's see what the next step is for you. Just the other day, I was talking to one IT company from New York. They attended one trade show in Vegas, and somehow we were connected through that, like former Yugoslavia Serbian community. And then, oh, I might have a project here or there in the Middle East or in Europe. Let's talk more what we can do. As I usually like also to see where you want to be as a whole team. What's your also like a midterm strategy or long-term strategy, where you're now, what your challenges are. Let's start from there. Like what you struggle with, like what wakes you up during the night. What are you thinking of? And then I'll really try to help to the very small detail and guide the company. And I always say, like, expand your network, go attend trade shows and conferences, attend different community events, get involved with your own community, because you never know where your next friend or partner or client is. Ever since I moved, I've been also hosting different community events. And over there, I also met my best friend in Vegas. We helped people connect and find their new job and the new client. So it's just be open and be ready, or assign somebody on your team, or you can even, there are too many roles as well. If you don't have time to do marketing and promotion, maybe there are people who do that is fractional CMOs and help you. If you have any issues with sourcing, then let's see who can help you. If you have issues with shipping, then probably somebody over there on the US embassies abroad can help you. And really plenty of also free resources in every single locality, city, through the Small Business Administration, Small Business Development Center. You just sign up as their client. And like 2 years ago, I was also referring one of my rural company to these centers, and they were able to access like grant, $20,000-$30,000 to help them do whatever they need next. Or so we all the industries are different and in different stages. So I would really like first to strategize and see where you are as a company, as a person, and what you can do next in order to thrive.
So what I'm hearing is that if you have a business that you want to start, or you have a business that's already running and you're ready to expand it, it really is, there's a ton of resources that most of us don't even know how to access, as well as, which this one's a big one for a lot of business owners, it's possible that the connections and the networking and so on and so forth that you offer, as well as the conference that you mentioned every year in Washington, D.C., could also help them get funding to expand, because that obviously is always going to be a concern for businesses. Oh my gosh, aside from the resources and doing it right and the manufacturing and all of that and the connections, there's always going to be the funding too. But it sounds to me like there's an opportunity with you also to possibly connect them to the channels that are going to give them the funding.
Yeah. Access to different like funding resources, whether government or in private sector, are absolutely precious and needed. Like everything can be expensive. If you're exhibiting at a trade show in Vegas, and there are like over 20,000 trade shows or conferences here, it is, there is a cost. If you want to travel abroad, of course, again, the costs. So during my state government role, I was also a Small Business Administration State Trade Expansion Program grant director for a couple of years. In that role, I was helping companies exhibit at different trade shows in international, in the US or abroad, or go on sales mission or attend different trade missions, and access different services. So that's an amazing grant, for example, if for any companies that are looking to expand globally. And most of the states have that grant available through their own state trade offices. Some states also have access through a different state budgets as well, not only the federal access. Federal grants. So that's one thing. Then there are some other loans or grants also available if you are expanding globally through the Exim Bank or SBA. And it's over there. Like, people have been using it for decades. So you just have to tap into that and have someone who is going to guide you and direct you right. So yeah, absolutely. You cannot do everything by yourself, and it's not.
Well, it's not even about doing it yourself. It's about knowing how. I've noticed in my lifetime that many people stop and never even try and continue because they're stopped by the how. And with a lot of the information that you're giving me, which could be a little bit overwhelming for those listening and watching, and I understand that, but at the end of the day, when someone like you that has this years and years and years of experience, you break it down into simple steps and say, okay, the first thing that we're going to do is, this is what I need from you. The second thing we're going to do is, this is what I need from you, or this is what we're going to do next. So I think that we have too many people not even thinking in this direction or even trying because they don't know the how. And what I heard in your interview today is a lot of the how. And now let's get them connected with you so they can start expanding, which would be very exciting. And it's so possible. I think that's one of my favorite things about this interview, DIjana, is that it's just so possible. And so many people never take that step to try. And I'm going to go there, especially women business owners. So I love everything you said, and I appreciate you sharing so much valuable resources and so much valuable information. What I would love for us to wrap up with today is, how can people find you? How can they get a hold of you to learn more, to talk to you about expanding their business?
Yeah, thank you for that question. And of course, I'm available for different social media platforms and LinkedIn and Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'll be also happy to share my email and contact information with you, Galit, that you can share with the audience here. And absolutely, dynamics are very different. And I do have some companies or clients that reached out a couple of years ago, and they were thinking, whether I should come to the United States, whether I should do this or that. Then a couple of years later, they're back. They know I'm here. They can find me. So it's really at your own pace and the pace of the company and your current needs and where you are. And 96% of the consumer power is outside of the United States. So really many opportunities. And we have successful case studies with the companies that took one trip from the United States to Slovenia or Serbia or Middle East, Asia, and signed a deal and made that sales. And we have companies that exhibited through the help of different federal government grants at a trade show, and they made that first sale that helped them survive. And they said, if I didn't, if you didn't help me with the grant, I would never be able to be where I am right now. So happy to connect with anyone who would like to learn more how we can work together.
I love that. Thank you so much for, I think one of my favorite things about you is that you're just always so open to sharing resources and information with people. Of course, it's your area of expertise, and of course, it's also your business. I just think it's so wonderful how it feels to me like you have a passion for this. It's not just some job, it's a passion to really want to see people expand and succeed. And a lot of the people that watch and listen to this show are passionate about what they sell or what they do. And just talking to you again, I'm like, oh my God, I have to really connect her with this person and this person, because they don't even know that this is possible. So I'll make sure to do that for sure. Thank you so much, DIjana. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you for this wonderful opportunity.
Yes, I appreciate you. And thank you, everybody, for listening and watching another episode of the Successful Women's TV show. My name is Galit Ventura Rosen, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Thank you.